Good morning and welcome to another tour this morning. We're coming from Phillipsfield in St. Thomas at the EJC campsite. Today is the final day for summer camp under the theme Reel of Faith. The campers they have been here from August 5th to today, August 12th. Just gonna give you a quick look at this space and show you as much as I can. So let's start by going up to the male unit. Yes. Huh? When I'm finished. Alright. Jack Camper here wanted to be in the video. So we're gonna start by going up to the male unit. Now, to be a camper here at Philipsfield, you have to be fit, or by the end of camp you're gonna get fit, because the terrain is quite challenging. There's a lot of hills to climb, so allow me to catch my breath as I make my way to the top. Now, I just want to insert this caveat. It's a final day. They're packing up to leave. So it's not as organized as it was during camp. For those campers who understand, they will know what the final day looks like. So here we have some of our campers who are a bit tired and looking forward to getting home. Campers, how are you feeling? Ready for go home. So they want to go to the real beds, they're tired, they want to go home. So this is inside the male unit. We see one of our superintendents here packing up. Sir, how do you feel now that we're at the end of camp?
Tired.
Tired?
Tired. Very tired.
Wow. That will be the sentiment, I'm sure, of many of our leaders and campers. So as you can see, we have bunk beds resting on tarpaulins to prevent moisture absorption, and the males were sleeping on these bunks, and of course there were mattresses on top of them. Here's an example of what one of the mattresses looks like, that were placed on top of the bunks, and then their sheets and other linens were placed on top of that. They are under one of our new tents that we recently purchased here at East Conference, and so they were protected from the elements. Here in Philipsfield, the weather is unpredictable. It gets very hot and very cold, and it rains whenever. However, 1 minute it's hot, the next minute it's raining, pouring, and so it's truly a delight to be able to have a new tent, right, Superintendent? Oh, yes. For persons who know the history of Camp Philipsfield, because camp takes so many tents, oftentimes we don't have the very best tents made available, and as a result there are leakage. But this time around there was none. And of course we have the outdoor bathroom facilities all the way down. For privacy purposes I won't go too far down there, and we have porta johns as well to take care of those needs. Alright, we have some young men here just enjoying, letting off some energy as they make themselves ready for departure. As I continue the tour, I want to go down. Let me go down the way I came. So, by the way, Camp Phillipsfield, if memory serves me right, it's over 360 acres. Let me see if I can go up to the top to give you just a little perspective of how massive this piece of land, this piece of property is. And we are occupying less than, I believe, 50 acres right now. Less, far less, I know that. And so, yeah, over 360 acres. Beautiful piece of property. Not yet fully developed. There is water facility. There's electrical, of course. Internet access is good. It's relatively good, you know, being out so far. So as I make my way to one of the peaks, this area where I'm heading now was, let me just check my power supply. Oh dear, I think I'm running out of power. Okay, I should be back in line. Okay, so yeah, this area was designated as the Prior Garden, one of the peaks that was developed. And at one point there were plants along this area that you could truly walk and appreciate, but due to COVID and the area not being inhabited, you know, nature took it back. So yeah, it's a massive property, and it goes all the way back. I'm not able to, at one point this area was cleared. I could see all the way to the sea. I'm not sure how far our land goes, if it goes to the sea, but I just wanted to show you the beauty of it. It's 360, and for those who can appreciate that, it's a lot of land. So as we continue, we are up on the area where the males are housed. And we have one of our local security man here. So it's the final day of camp. The campers are presently doing their duties, camp duties. This includes cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the bathroom area, cleaning the grounds area. I think that's called rangers, those who clean the grounds. They have the bathroom squad, kitchen squad, something like that. I don't quite remember all the name of the duties, but they are assigned duties, and of course you have the rangers and so on and so forth, and then they will be bringing down their luggage as we make our way out. So as we continue the tour now, going down, as you can see, a number of water storage tanks are in place to ensure that we remain as hydrated and hygienic as possible. It gets very hot, and as you can imagine, so many children around, there is a need for water at all times. If you listen closely, you can hear the pump running and the tanks are slowly filling up. Let me just shut this pump to make sure it's not running hot. Okay, pump is fine, everything is good. All right, we making our way down. We have coming up the hill one of the old school camper known as Star. Star, tell us what it's been like here at camp this year.
Terrible. That's all I can say. Terrible.
So you see, Star, tell it as it is, a man of few words, and he's just gonna tell you straight from his heart how he feels about it. Now, to each person, they will share a different perspective, their own perspective of their experience. And as senior campers, oftentimes the expectations that they have each ensuing year is not met because they are accustomed to a certain style, a certain standard, a certain discipline. And as we age, so to speak, we find that might be lacking with the new regime, the new generation. So we're looking at a mural board, a place where the campers can leave their mark, etch their mark in the history of camp. Each camper is advised to do so. Here, I left my mark here. And so they apply hand paint is applied to the hands, carefully spread, and then they stamp their hands on the wall. Thereafter, they also sign. This area is the kitchen area. We have our kitchen staff preparing their exit meal. Kitchen staff is at work 16, sometimes almost 24 hours a day, ensuring they're able to feed the 400 hungry souls that are the over 400 hungry souls that are here, and they have been doing a good job. The meals continue to primarily be vegetarian or of a vegan variety. As we make our way down, we see the remnants of what was the medical tent. It had skirtings all around. It was very private, and it had our nurses also packing up. It had everything inside there to ensure that our campers remain in good health, or they are restored to good health should they get sick. As we make our way to the back of the kitchen, this is one of the many wash areas available for the campers to wash up. And you make our way to the back of the kitchen, we see the campers who are on kitchen duties washing up, ensuring that everything is washed up and tidy up. This area is a sleeping area for the kitchen staff. As you can see, they stay close to home, so to speak, because as I said, they're on duties sometimes 16 to 24 hours. Want to make a quick stop over this area as we cross the very secure yet shaky bridge. One of the activities that were available at camp this year was the zip line. And so campers would make their way up here. They'll be anchored securely and zip all the way down that side, where they'll be removed and brought back. It was quite fun for those campers who had the opportunity to use it. And of course, all safety features were in place to ensure that there were no accidents. As we make our way back to the main gathering area, we're going to look now at the assembly tent where the campers would meet for worship, instructions, art, and lunch, dinner, eat. It's the main area where they will gather. So we have our rock seats made out of tires and cement. A nice hangout spot under the big tree here. Quite cool. Here, one of our art lovers and instructors here, just want to ask her about her perspective of camp this year. Tell us how you feel about camp and what your experience has been like.
Hi Jamaica. Well, truly camp was an experience for me because we have not been at Phillipsfield in quite a while, so it took some time for us to adjust, but the love for it is still there. I love nature and I like being outdoor. Yes, when there's a flooding, but that's what makes camp experience. I mean, food, zip line. I'm tired. I have to walk up the hill and walk down the hill. So I'm done. I get the summer body shape, even though summer kind of done. But I mean, I'm glad for the experience and I'll come again.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, we'll continue to make our way now over to the main tent where the campers meet for just about everything. This is the gathering area. The area is cooled with these portable cooling fans. As I say, for all campers, they would recognize that these campers are living in luxury. They also had a video wall that we recently took down. There was a massive video wall right there, so they could watch everything in high definition. Yes, a projector days. thing of the past here at Phillipsfield. We're making our way over to some of our senior campers. Yes, these persons who have been camping longer than my band. Tell us, what has it been like here at Camp Phillipsfield this year?
Tiring,
Oh my God, the sentiment of everyone.
stressful, but great.
Awesomeness. Thank you so much. Look, if you know this lady name, put it in the chat. It means say you're at camp long time. We come over to the most loving person here in that camp. Look at her smiles right now. Look at her smile. Look at her smile. She can't help but smile. Tell us, what has it been like here at camp this year?
I'll be right back. Let me just get something.
As busy as usual. And of course, we have our youth department administrative assistant sitting here trying to ignore the camera, but the camera has found her either way. Tell us, what has your experience been like here at camp?
Tiring, but it's good to see the children smile and have fun, so it's worth it.
Awesome. As I said, the sentiment remains the same. And of course, look at this young man, hard working man, dead asleep. So he doesn't need to say what it's been like. He's showing what it's like. It has been extremely tiring. Allow our administrators to continue to have a discussion about the exit plans, and just to give you a sense, ladies and gentlemen, it's very cool being in this space. We have 1 fan, 2, 3, and these are water cooled fans pushing out air in Celsius, I believe 24 degrees. That's air conditioning for you right there. The temperature before the fan is 31 degree, and after the fans it's pushing out 24 degree. So as you can see, you realize how they gather around them, so there's cluster around them so they can stay cool. And of course, you're seeing empty water bottles everywhere. We do our very best to ensure that our campers remain hydrated at all times, right? So as instructions are given about the camp, I will make my way down to the female side to give you a sense of what's happening down that side before my battery dies. Oh, as I talk about battery dies, let me just show you what happened what happened when the campers say a plug. Now, this is the sound system that we set up for the campers, and look what happened. Anywhere they see a plug, it's like ants to fat. They just come with their extensions, plug it in and plug in their stuff. You know, and of course here's another set of water tanks to ensure that there's water available everywhere. So let me stay from this level and just give you a bit of vantage point what's happening. So here we have the main shower facilities that's on the campsite. It's a primary shower facility. When we first started camp many years ago, the campsite, this unit was designed to house both the male and female for shower facility. So it is split in two. And so one side here is for the female, this side here was for the male. And we also have a bathroom facility, one side male, one side female. And what we would have had was, what we had then were two tents, female tent, male tent, and they were further apart, and the counselors had their tents in between. As the camp grew, we realized that we needed more privacy and more space, and therefore this entire area was designated for the females. And so that massive tent there with the skirts all around it, that's a female tent. This is a utility tent, or all-purpose tent, a tent that we use for sports there, whenever we're using the field. When we go down there, you'll see some more about that. And of course, this entire shower facility now is for the female. So I believe there's 12 or 14 stalls on each side. So they have the entire thing, over 20 shower, and the bathroom facility, they have the entire thing for themselves. And of course, we have the storage tanks up here that feed the shower and the bathroom for them. So as we make our way down now from the general area, so now what obtains is that we have the female area being separated by the general area, and then we have the male area up top. So there's 3 levels to the site: the male, the general, and the female area. So as I continue to make our way down, passing Romain, our main engineer who has been here, and of course Chad, one of our drivers, who is here to ensure that our campers get home safely. Security is paramount, and at all times these area here we have our securities double checking. Our campers are all marked with armbands. We have the blue armbands for campers, silver armbands for councillors, and gold armbands for leaders. And the buses have arrived, or they are arriving. And as you can see, unlike back in the days when it used to be the old country buses, they are now traveling first class coaches with air conditioning and such. So I will not venture too far into the female section, but to just show you that what the area looks like. I will go down where the buses are and around to just give you a sense of the area. This is our sewage treatment plants. The sewer is right there. And from here, you may be able to see the female tent, that they also have bunk beds inside. This tent here we're about to go under is the utility tent, the all-purpose tent. For right now, it is the storage tent where we are removing all the mattresses and sponge and sorting them to have them returned to their various places. Now, for us to accommodate camp, we had to solicit the help of multiple organizations to assist us with cots or conferences, to assist us with bunk beds. Bunk beds are coming all the way from North Jamaica Conference. We have mattresses and cots coming from different Pathfinder clubs within East and outside of East. And yeah, it was a massive team effort. So the bunk beds inside, the female also inside, both the male and the female, there is also a water cool fan to ensure that we have proper ventilation inside the tent, because it gets very hot at times. We're in the middle of the field and it can get very hot. So the buses are slowly rolling in. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coaches. There's a few more to come, and a few smaller ones, as well as the trucks and vans to move the equipment and beds. As I make my way back up to the main area, just want to also mention that there's a famous old building here at Phillipsfield called the White House that was recently renovated. I don't think I have the energy to go walk all the way over there right now. It's very hot right now, but I should be able to show the White House from here. Oh yeah, there it is. So for persons who know Phillipsfield, it was recently renovated. The windows, doors and roof was fixed. So just gonna go back to show you what it looks like, the effort it takes for a male camper to have their luggage removed from the hill. Trying to find our youth director, but I believe at this time he will be busy doing final preparations to ensure that all goes well. Okay, here he is. Let me see if I'm able to interrupt him at this time, but I don't think now is the time to do that. But as you can see, and the land is quite fruitful. I never had the time to really walk all the way to the back where the farm is. Make your way to the line call area. Make your way to the line call area for our closing exercises. All right. So final instructions there, 3 whistle, line call. So this is where all the campers now have to quickly get their suitcases, well, for the males in particular, from the hill and make their way all the way down to the side of the female tent, in front of where all the buses are, where they will be assembled and checked to be accounted for, to ensure that all 300 and odd campers are accounted for, whether they have left early or they were sent home or whatever the situation is, and to ensure that final instructions are given and that the campers get home. We are aiming for a 3 p.m. arrival in Kingston, and I'm not even sure what time is it to see if we're going to make that time. But make your way to the line call area. Make your way to the line call area. Trying to get the campers to move with some amount of Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can imagine, dealing with so much young people can be challenging. It's a final day of camp. Or directors, counselors, superintendent, they're all tired, and no one is available at this time to do any interviews. I'm exhausted myself, and so I do hope you enjoy this tour. For those who have never seen Camp Phillipsfield before, this is just a piece of what it looks like. Camp experience for everyone is different. For those who like adventure, for those who like outdoor, this is definitely the place to be. For those who love luxury and are spoiled and can go in the fridge and take out what they want to eat when they want to eat it, this can be an eye-opening experience. But hey, come one day and experience. Pastor Jump, any quick word to share with those? Okay, so here's Pastor Jump, or youth director. Pastor, what has it been like here at camp this year? You experience everything?
All right, so from my perspective, I would say this is the first time I'm actually fully camping at Philipsfield since I've been the ministry's director. It has been challenging, but it has been a very rewarding experience. Just to see how the young people have been able to pull together the members of the team, it just makes me at a loss of words. I would also say that our chaplain did an amazing job, Pastor Henry, as he spoke about the wheel of faith and also how we could really be like Christ, even in the midst of all the hardships, and the fact that God uses imperfect people to achieve perfection and greatness. So right now I just feel good. Looking at the campus, we kind of feel a way that they're leaving. I wish we could go 10 more days, but alas, the team said we have to finish today and then not stay any longer.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to next year though, right here at Camp Philipsfield. I don't know what the theme will be, but see you then.
Awesome, awesome, thank you. Wow. Alright, so let me just, since they're all gathering at line call, let me go down that side and see if I can show you what that looks like before this phone either overheats or the battery dies, because it's a hot day. So every morning when the whistle is blown at around 6, I believe, the campers, the male campers, will make their way down this path to join the female, as they do the morning activities. That's the devotion, flag raising exercise as well, and instructions and duties assignments. Now, traditionally at camp, one of the coveted feature of camp is the flag raising and lowering. The unit, the camp unit, so the campers are organized in units. Each unit may have anywhere between 10 to 16 members, and one of the way to keep them motivated, disciplined, working, is to assign them points throughout the day, or deduct points if needs be, to ensure this is done to tally an overall score at the end of the day, and the unit or units with the highest score gets the honor to raise the flag. And they used to have mini flags that they would put in their units, and the unit with the highest honor gets a white flag. Of course, that unit or units will get the privilege to raise the national flag, and those with second class honor will get blue, then I believe it was yellow, then red. I think that was that. I know it was white, then blue. And I don't know if they still do this, but back in the past when we were at Robbins Bay, that's in St. Thomas, for the units with the lowest, or they give themselves some trouble or something, they will get an almond leaf. They have to take care of that almond leaf as well. And have to fly that almond leaf. It was a sign of shame, so to speak. And if your flag pennant, I think that's what we call it, the pennant, your mini flag, touch the ground or fall to the ground, anything like that, or rain comes and wet it, they'll remove it. So you could start your day off with a white flag and end up with an almond leaf. And so this is the area that they will gather for line call, and they will stand in a circle or a square. Most time it's a square, and they stand in their units. The councillors, superintendent, directors the councillors stand behind them, superintendent stand in the middle, and the directors and special guests would be standing right here, and the campers give their report and so forth. So hopefully we can see a piece of what that looks like. I am not seeing them moving as fast as I thought they would. As I say, things and times have changed. Our young people are different. I don't want to say they're hard to deal with, because I do believe when I was at camp in my younger days, I would hear that we were hard to deal with. And the truth be told, as a generation change, they change, you know. These kids are asking, why do I need to rush? The time is hot. They're about to let straight up, and they're not going to move. They must say, sir, I'm moving, I don't need to rush. Back in my day, they said, move, what do we start running? You know, we were terrified. I look at some of the old names, past persons like Suki and Esco and those men, Hardy. When them talk, no dog squeal. You don't dare question them. But these campers, they are from a completely different generation, I tell you. And so you have to remind them over and over, and work with them. Some of them go first and they turn outside of school and church. Some of these longest they have been out. It's difficult, extremely difficult for them, I tell you. So waiting to see. Hopefully they come down in the next 5 or so minutes. But this is it. So for persons who may be asking where this road leads to, so you can drive on this road and head to Portland if you go down that direction. And if you go back that direction now, you go to Arcadia and continue around to Port Maria. Is it Port Maria? I know go back to Kingston. Sorry, I don't remember the name of all of the roads and everything, but yeah, main road that leads that direction. And it is the roads are not that bad like in the past. It is truck driving very fast, going about business. Road is not that very bad. Yeah, so they've been working on the road. They've been really developing the road. Campers are again slowly coming down. You know, the instruction was given in the middle of them kind of gathering themselves. So I'm not sure if it was rescinded or what, but we're not seeing the movement I was expecting to see. But to see that they are gathering, like I said, under the multi-purpose tent. Again, these campers are not like our generation. Our generation was told to go, we go out in the sun, go stand up and wait. Then people them go anchor under shade, wait until them see leader and move. Them ask questions, them very smart. So see, that's exactly what's happening. They're all anchoring underneath the shaded area waiting. So let me see if I can get some quick word from some of our older campers to give their experience here at camp. So, what was your experience like here at camp this year?
Alright, so apart from the male units being, you know, men keep on hitting one another at the night, middle of the night, waking up each other. It was alright. Could have been better apart from those other issues, but it was a good camp experience.
Alright. No, one of the things that it's in the car. One of the things that he's talking about is something that most campers will be familiar with, the hazing foolishness that takes place. So there were some extreme version of the cases of it that had to be dealt with strictly, and that is why earlier you hear me mention of campers being sent home. So you might be accustomed to campers toothpasting campers or polishing campers. These generation, them they're on a different level. Them are box people. Imagine being sleeping and you just get a sudden shock to your face when you realize somebody boxed you and got more than business. So yeah, some of those foolishness was taking place. It was dealt with harshly and persons were sent home. So we have Leslie and Lyons over here doing her vlog. So I'm going to disturb her vlog with my vlog and ask Leslie what was her experience like here at camp this year.
Why are we vlogging each other right now?
Because I was vlogging first. I'm 37 minutes in.
That's
so
crazy.
Right, so I've been like,
right.
Yeah.
You win.
Thank you.
What was my experience like this year? It was a challenging one. I had lots of work to do. But I think the important thing is that the campus had fun. And that you can see some of them are getting teary-eyed because they're going to miss their friends and they're going to miss their experience. So yeah, that's the most important thing to me.
Wow. What was your role here at camp this year?
I was the worship program coordinator, but I was also just operating in programs in general. So anything.
So in other words, you were everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Including singing and all?
Right.
All right. Yeah. So that's Leslie and Lyons for you. You know, love of young people. Yeah. Always find something to do. Camper, what was the experience like at camp this year?
It was good and fun.
Was it your first camp?
Yes, it's my first.
Oh, will you come again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So we continue to make our way through the crowd. As I said, the campers are all gathering. Hi, hello. What was your experience like at camp?
It was good, but there are too much mosquitoes.
Too much mosquitoes. Oh yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. No, Phillipsfield is a nature valley. It's all natural, fresh air, everything. There are no pesticides out here. There's no smoke, no nothing. So guess what? Apart from these buses now pumping in, you know, in the air down here, we not have that. And as a result of that, the mosquito them healthy, them strong and them hungry. And camp provides a welcoming feast for them. They look forward to these Kingstonians, but then get a taste of glory. And I tell you, they did feast. And so the campers were shocked to know. Tell us, what was your experience like here at camp?
The camp was very nice for me. I've been in a long time and, you know, I get to experience something very new and learned so much, and I think I grew closer to God in a different way, and I was really happy and excited.
Wow, wow, wow. Look here. If I needed to end the video right now, I would have just ended on that. Because that I gotta bring tears to somebody's eye. When a young person can say that they were brought closer to God. The young people have formed themselves in their units. They're standing in a U formation. We have male units making them way all the way with the join the female units on that side, and then they come all the way down and come down. And they're arranged from youngest all the way to the oldest. The same for the female here, oldest all the way to the youngest meet in the middle. And over here we have the superintendents, including pastor, the directors rather, including the youth director, who will give instructions from this area. It's not so hot at this time. Like I said, the weather here is very bipolar. Earlier it was very hot. Right now it is cool, comfortably cool. There is a nice cloud, and so let's hope that they make use of the cloud and quickly assemble. There's a few more persons to join them, and we can begin the closing exercise and have the campers sent home. All right, I'll just stand to the side and get
All campers that are scattered across the campsite, report to the line. We are doing our final line call, after which we will take a group photograph and get lunch and head home. You don't have to worry about your utensils. If you don't want any food, just tell me, I'll keep it. Alright? So, you won't have to use your plates and stuff like that. You don't have to go to your bag. You will just get the boxes and make your journey to Kingston or other parts of St. Thomas and St. Andrew. Alright, so we're going to be having our final line call in a few moments. We're allowing some more persons to join us. As you can see, the bus is already ready for us. So we're not going to waste much time. We want to get directly into our final moment of Camp 2025, Camp Real of Faith, Phillipsfield. A big thanks to our planning committee, all the members of our planning committee, whatever role they played in ensuring that you have these beautiful shirts that you have on right now. Make sure that the bus is well in place, the food is in place. We want to say thanks to our planning committee. The next thing I want to say thanks to would be our volunteers who would have been our various councillors and superintendents. Make some noise for them quickly. As we are thanking these people for their dedication and commitment to youth ministry in East Jamaica Conference. Now, our ministry is based mostly on the work of volunteers. They are the ones who make things happen. So we have to affirm them and definitely praise God for their work. We thank God for our kitchen team. We thank God for the kitchen team and the work that they did to keep us fed.
Amen. Food was excellent.
Yeah. Bible says that your bread and water shall be
Food nice.
far more than bread and water.
Amen.
Thank God for them. Headed by Brother Kevin Clear. Thank God for our security. While we were speaking at times, they were walking back and forth. Thank God for security. Thank God for the communication. We must thank God. You didn't hear me. I said at this moment, we must thank God. Let's give a cheer for Jesus. God, He is our ultimate provider. He's the one who gave us the money that we need. Those of you who wonder about the campaign for $10,000, that just makes up half or less than half of our camp budget.
each year. Participating our young people. And we thank God for giving us the sponsorships from Sector and other places that would have helped us to put on Camp 2025 in a successful manner this year. Let us make some noise once more for Jesus. But then, what would that be like? Or what purpose would that be if it hadn't been for our campus? You never hear me. I said, what would that be without our campus? You are campus who decided to be here. Even though you knew the challenges that would face you when you came here, you decided to be a part of Camp 2025. Yeah. We thank you for being here. We thank you for the vote of confidence in our young people and in your future. And we thank you for the fact that you will be here in 2026. Amen. All right. Now finally, these words that I must share with us. As we think about the theme that has been before us, the real of faith. We have learned so much from our chaplain. I won't go any further on what he has said. But simply, I must ask us the question, what purpose is our faith if our faith wavers in the midst of adversity? For indeed, faith isn't the absence of fear, but...
All right, we're back at it. Campers are on their way out, back to Kingston where their parents are waiting for them. They should arrive. They should have arrived at 3. It's now 2:30 and we are just about leaving. 1 bus left already. 3 buses left already to be exact. Please just want to ensure that no one is left behind. Double check and check again, making sure that every last child is returned home safely. Maybe not on time, but they get home. Carnet, we catch you. You have to tell us what's happening.
Really. What's happening
Yes.
is that we're getting ready to return to our places of abode, and I'm so excited. I am excited to see my husband and my other son who did not choose to come to camp this year.
Smart child. So what was it like being at camp this year? Why God? Deep breath.
Pause.
No pausing. This is live. We don't pause on this.
All right, so we had several challenges even coming into camp, but you know, I must commend the volunteers that came along with us and those who helped to plan, because we were quite aware that there would be some significant challenges, but for the most part I think we were prepared to handle them, some better than others. But I would dare say it was a different kind of camp by virtue of its location, the whole setup. Quite a number of the volunteers were new. Some of the campers, as usual, were coming to camp for the very first time. But I believe that God is great.
All the
He's
time,
faithful.
man.
He came through for us and we are thankful.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bus number 7 rolling out. And we have 1 bus remain. Give you a sense of what inside these coaches looks like.
Hey, Ali, wheel up. Nas, wheel up. That's it. Wheel up. Stop it. Oh, you team, come on. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, man? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, man? Come on.
Can we leave now?
Yeah, yeah, we can leave. We can leave. That's the boss of the kitchen.
All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bus number 1 now rolls out. right, so one more time, it's a wrap here on the tour of Camp Phillipsfield located in St. Thomas. That's Camp Phillipsfield. As you can hear, as you have heard from many of those who led out in camp this year, it has been a challenging one. This campsite has not been used since COVID, and many of the volunteers were new, campers were new. The campsite went back to nature, reclaimed the campsite, and so a lot of work had to go into rebuilding the infrastructure that was here, getting the place back up and running, and just working out the kinks, so to speak. And it was our largest camp yet, so it was quite challenging, but we're thankful for all that took place and do hope you enjoy the tour. Remember to like, share and subscribe.